EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. They juked him. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Tua now on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, Tua. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tua going to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Sanders for the extra.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Again, the ball carrier.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brought down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
And the Dolphin
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal?
At the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Tua on 4th down. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown.
Pass complete to
A
Dolphins.
1-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. We got it, we got
it. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action with Jackson. They're going deep downfield for Boykin. That's caught at the 25.
Ooh, he's running, he's
all
running.
the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 77 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Good point.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Ravens 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Big hold to the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 and now on first down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Throwing again is Hill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Parker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The ball carrier.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Tua. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down.
And it's third down.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Here's Jackson to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. They run the option on second down. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Now a man open down the middle of the field and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
49-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the... And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jabal sheared in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And the Dolphins.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Queen on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Hill. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Dolphins.
Two and a throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here is complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. The quick slant caught. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. And again, it's Tagovailoa. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. This taken in about 4 yards deep. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check 25. Check 25. Show it up. Show it up. Check 26.
He may try and run for this. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Dolphins 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And a Dolphin first down.
Tua now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. This offense already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Miami.
It's about that time.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tua going to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And the Dolphins.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Breida, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by Miami.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Tackle made at
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. This is Breida.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
3 brings up second and 7.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. On the handoff, this is Breida. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They run again with Breida, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. From 3 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tua sets up to pass it, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's good.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Yeah. Check safety. Report. Hey, report.
Jackson on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
Jackson for the shotgun. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tony Pollard on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To Devontae Parker.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught.
touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score. I'll count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll turn to Kamara. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Keeps the score. Ravens 36, Dolphins 35.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Final score, Ravens.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.